Broken Pine was the kind of town that didn't make the news, not because nothing happened there, but because people knew how to keep their mouths shut. Nestled in the dense forests of Washington state, it boasted a population just under 900 and a sense of community that bordered on cult-like. Everyone knew everyone, or thought they did so when the body of Rafael Cortez was discovered in a burned-out cabin on the outskirts of town in the fall of 2010. People were quick to believe it was a tragic accident. Gas leak, maybe a squatter. That's what the sheriff's department said. Case closed. But Rafe wasn't just another reclusive old man. And nothing in Broken Pine was ever quite what it seemed. Detective Lena Monroe wasn't assigned to Broken Pine. She wasn't even supposed to be there. But after a decade of working narcotics in Seattle and losing her brother to fentanyl, she took a sabbatical and drove east. She landed in Broken Pine purely by chance, or so she thought. Cabin 9 had burned quickly, too quickly for Old Pine. Local firefighters found a body curled near the hearth, a scorched gold chain fused to bone, and a Colt .45 jammed under the floorboards. Dental records later confirmed the deceased was Rafael Cortez, a man presumed dead in Mexico in 2001, a mid-tier enforcer for the infamous Cartel de la Sombra. What the hell was he doing in Broken Pine? Forensics indicated arson. Gasoline was poured in an X pattern, and the body had 2 broken ribs and a bruised larynx, signs of a struggle. This wasn't an accident. It was a hit made to look like a fire. But who in a sleepy town like Broken Pine could take down a cartel hitman? Monroe started asking questions. Locals were nervous. Some flat out refused to talk. Others claimed Rafe was a mute carpenter who fixed things around town and liked feeding birds. No one had seen him with a phone. No visitors. No bank accounts. Just cash and solitude. Then she found Lily Marsh. Lily ran the only cafe in town, the Crooked Spoon. 34, divorced, single mom, and fiercely protective of her son, Toby. Monroe found her wiping down counters late one night, eyes hollow. When asked about Rafe, Lily hesitated. He was kind, she said. Kind in a way men aren't when they've seen what he's seen. Monroe pressed further, and Lily admitted Rafe had taken a quiet interest in her son, teaching him woodworking and protecting him from her abusive ex. But she swore there was no romance, no secrets. That changed when Monroe asked about a scar on Rafe's wrist, which matched the Mexican police file for a cartel executioner known as El Sombrio. Lily's hands trembled. He told me once, she whispered, that he came here to die, but not before he did something right. Digging through old DEA records, Monroe found a hidden file, Operation Lobo. Rafe had flipped on the Cartel de la Sombra in 2001, after his younger sister was kidnapped and killed by the rival Reina cartel. He gave up routes, names, even a lieutenant. In exchange, he disappeared under witness protection. But the program failed him. He was relocated twice after multiple attempts on his life. The last known relocation, Washington State. After that, nothing, until his body surfaced. So who found him and why now? Then came the twist. Lena noticed something strange about Toby's drawings. He drew the same man over and over. Broad-shouldered, black gloves, eagle tattoo on his neck, always watching from a distance. One day, while Lily was out, Monroe asked him gently, "Who is he?" "That's Uncle Mark," Toby said. "He used to come at night." Mark Dalton, Lily's ex-husband, former Marine, dishonorably discharged. Domestic violence, known for disappearing for weeks at a time. Monroe tracked him to a trailer park outside Spokane, living under a fake name. She arrested him on suspicion. Under pressure, Mark cracked. Turns out, he'd been working for the Reina cartel as a bounty hunter. They paid him to monitor Rafe for years, waiting to make sure the heat had died down. Rafe had stopped using protection. He was tired of running. Mark waited for the right moment. He came during a storm, beat him with a wrench, doused the cabin in gas, and lit it up. But Rafe had managed to wound him with a knife, a scar still healing under Mark's jacket. Mark smirked during the confession. Man thought he could change, but ghosts don't get redemption. Mark was convicted of murder in 2013. The Reina cartel collapsed in 2015 after a series of internal purges triggered by intelligence Monroe handed over to the DEA. Most sourced from documents found hidden under Rafe's floorboards. Lily left Broken Pine, moved south with Toby, changed their names. As for Detective Monroe, she stayed a while longer. Every time she passed the clearing where Cabin 9 once stood, she'd pause. Rafe Cortez had lived a life soaked in blood, but in Broken Pine, he tried to rewrite his story. He taught a boy how to carve birds. He protected a woman from her past. And in the end, he died not as a drug lord or an executioner, but as a man trying to leave something better behind. Justice doesn't always come with sirens. Sometimes it comes in whispers, in scars, and in secrets finally brought to light.